What's going on? I hope you're having a great day. Let me just address the no t-shirt. It's just really hot up here. I don't know where we messed up in here, but it's really hot. So I don't even have a hairband. I'm gonna soldier through it. So if you're ready to get into this video, we have a ton to talk about though. Obviously the Coinbase thing is crazy, but I'm gonna tell you it's not exactly what you think. I have a thesis. I'm gonna tell you about it. We got NFTs being like 80% down. Megaverse taking a big fat L. We have Kaiju Kings coming out of fucking nowhere, it seems. We got a lot to talk about. So if you're ready to get into this video, please drop a like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and let's get started. So if you watched my last few videos, you know that I'm bouncing around in and out of Colorado. Still not sure where I want to live. So right now I'm staying at my parents' house for the unforeseeable future. So me and my dad are going to share his office for a little bit. But anyways, let's get into this video. Okay, so as you can see, and as you've already heard, I'm sure, I'm not going to like say all the same shit everyone else has already said. So yeah, Coinbase is coming out with their NFT Marketplace. That's dope. That's crazy. It's going to bring 6 million people on. By the way, I'm in the top 2,000. So if you join using my link, thank you so much. I'm in literally the first 2,000 out of like 1.5 million people already. So here's my thesis on it. You already know everything that's about to happen. It's about to explode. This NFT Marketplace, some point in the next few months, is going to go nuts. It's going to go ballistic. I think it comes out in like December. But here's my thesis. At least from this landing page, from the whitelist, I instantly get like Instagram/Facebook vibes. I think this Coinbase Marketplace is going to turn into something that it did not mean to turn into. I think it's going to turn into like the next Instagram, Facebook mix. You know, it's going to be like your social media, I guess, and it's going to show your NFTs. I think maybe you'll be able to post like your own pictures, or maybe you'll be able to post a picture and it becomes an NFT. I have no idea what it's going to look like. My thesis is the Coinbase Marketplace is going to turn to whatever the prominent social media is going to be. So I'm really excited about that. I'm super pumped to be like the first couple thousand people to be on. Yeah, and if you want to use my link, I'm going to leave it in the description because that helps me out. If you want to help me out, that's dope. Anyways, let's move on. There's not much else to say about that. I mean, the Coinbase Marketplace is going to explode. There's so many people who are getting in new. The real question is now, how the fuck do you predict what retail FOMO is going to do when they also don't know anything about, they don't know squat about NFTs. Okay, the people right now in the NFT space on Twitter, pretty much for the most part, everyone sort of know, I don't know if that's true or not. I feel like they know more than the average person. They probably still don't know much. They're still FOMOing in and out of projects, on the pump, on the dip. They're selling at the wrong time. But people who don't even do NFTs are going to get fucking clobbered. So get ready for that. Maybe keep that in the back of your mind when you're buying NFTs in the Coinbase Marketplace. You can't even think like, is this a good project? Sometimes you have to think, is this going to attract attention if you're trying to make a quick flip? It kind of depends on what's going to happen. But the crazy thing is with like meme culture, anything can fucking happen, bro. Like anything can happen with meme culture. Doge Pound, I skipped on Doge Pound 3 separate times. Finally bought in at I think like 1 Ethereum. Ended up selling it for like a half Ethereum profit a while ago, which is fine. I did not know Doge Pound was going to just explode. It's like one of the blue chips that I want to get. I'm very confident in Doge Pound. I also want to talk about a couple other projects that I've got into recently. First one is going to be Space Apes. So if you haven't heard of Space Apes, I'd actually be a little bit surprised. Actually, I'm not that surprised. It was a low-key stealth whitelist drop for this Genesis 2,000 items Space Ape collection. The floor right now is 0.86. The support line's hovering around 0.6, 0.7. It usually gets eaten up every time. And then the resistance is like a little over 1 Ethereum for the past like few days in this dip, which is very impressive because while it's a big community of like 60,000 people in Discord, relatively in the grand scheme of things, it's very small and it's not being talked about. It's gonna be though, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the Genesis collection has 2,000 items. Right now, if you hold 2, you can breed. They're coming with breeding soon. They have the DMT token, which they're kind of being like a little bit like on the edge about, just because so many projects like DAO Turtles, which I have also invested in. I'm still bullish on DAO Turtles. I don't know. I have a weird gut feeling that they're gonna make it out, and if they make it out, bro, they got enough attention, that project will explode. So I'm holding all 3 of my turtles. I got 1 jail turtle just in case, just as like I don't know. I think it's gonna work out. But Space Apes is the same type of deal. It was a whitelist. I chatted in Discord for 48 hours straight. I did not sleep. I took a 4-hour break. I slept 2 hours, and I did a 2-hour podcast. That was the only time I didn't have in the Discord, and I got like top 10. And so I was able to mint 2 NFTs. Ended up flipping them for a profit, and then buying back in when it was a little bit lower. And I got 2 incredible Space Ape. I got one with a crown, which is like, oh, so sick. anyways, super bullish on this project. The founders are anonymous, which is the only issue, but they did say, I'm pretty sure they're going to dox themselves at some point, so whatever. They've been super transparent, super open, very communication, like lots of communication. I really, really love this project. If you're not in Space Apes yet, if you see this thing dip below 0.6, 0.7, I would definitely consider getting in, just because every time it happens, it gets shot back up. Like right now, it's at 0.86. I think last night it was at like 0.69 or something like that. So this is what they look like. They're fucking cool, dude. I really like them. I'll show you mine. This is mine here. This is my public wallet. I just transferred most of my shit to the ledger, but this is my public wallet. This is sick. This is sick, is it not? Okay, we'll move on. Okay, and this is one I got this is one I got into right after taking profits from my Space Apes. Instead of holding on and being patient like I'm supposed to, I found this project literally through skimming Twitter or something at like 2 in the morning. I'm gonna make a whole video on like how because all 3 of these projects I'm about to talk about, I found randomly at like 2 in the morning. All of them. I didn't find them through like a connection. I was just like going down rabbit holes, and I just found these projects. All 3 of these, and they're all, so far I'm in profits, I think. So I think all 3 of these are going to do well. This one's called Zombie Toads. It's a floor price of 0.3, 2,500 volume traded. I don't think these are all updated yet. A lot of these are staked, so that's why it says 1.3 thousand owners. Most of them are staked. I'm staking 2 right now. You're making passive income off that. This is what they look like. This is like a spin-off off the cryptodes, obviously, and these are actually doing really well. There's a shit ton of notable buyers and smart money in this project, and then what I'm about to mention in a second, which is very good news. And every time it gets like it goes into a dip, notable buyers are buying every time. But yeah, with the zombie toads, they're also introducing breeding. They have their own token called Brains. Their owners are doxed. I really like the zombie toads like art. I think it's gonna go well. It's got a little memification kind of thing going. I really like the project. I'm just gonna hold them. I'm gonna see what happens. I got in these at like 0.17, I think, so I'm still in profits. So I'm just gonna hold them. Here's someone I found like 2 nights ago. This was a full gamble, a total gamble, like all in or nothing. I had like 1.5 Ethereum. I had sold a Galactic Ape, I think, and had a little bit of profit, and saw that these were down. They were at 0.4. They got down to 0.2, so I was kind of butthurt that I didn't wait. I should have waited longer, but they're at 0.42 right now, so I'm in profits just barely. These stack toads actually were at a 4 ETH floor a few days ago, believe it or not, and they're making $50 passive income a day per toad staked. So that'd be cool if it went back to that. But every single time it drops down, it gets clobbered up by smart money and notable buyers, and you can find those here on Nansen. If you have Nansen, you can find out, like, if you find stuff, I was to like look up the stack toads or whatever, and then check out their notable buyers. It'll look something. It'll just have like a bunch of little dots everywhere, like the yellow dots. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, they're just clobbering up every time it drops. So I'm very bullish on stack toads, even though I had a little bit of controversy. I had a little bit of an exploit apparently. Not quite sure what happened there, but apparently everyone who was involved with, like, the dev team that was involved in Stack Toads is also involved in Zombie Toads and FUD Farm and a couple other projects, I'm pretty sure, or at least somehow they're connected. So a bunch of FUDs being spread around. I mean, obviously when the market's down, everyone starts panicking, making up shit, looking at the worst possible outcome. It's very rarely that. So if that's you, if you're panicking, if your NFTs are down and you're gonna try to sell for a loss, I would say, unless the project's totally fucked for real and you actually know what you're talking about, just hold it. Just relax. All right, I thought about selling. The stack toes got to 0.7, so I was in a 0.3 profit, and I have 3 of them. Thought about selling one, but I was like, dude, fuck it. Like, we're gambling out here. I bought these on a whim. If I'm right, these things got up to 4 Ethereum at one point. Oh, and I forgot to show you the artwork. This is what it looks like. It's cool. I mean, I like it. It's fine. I don't really understand this stuff. I just kind of know it's going to happen. That's kind of like one of my gifts in the NFT space. I've been able to call a lot of things, right? Just based on, like, I look at it and I'm like, yep. Or I look at it and be like, no. Like Fly Frogs. Fly Frogs was getting eaten up by everyone. And I looked at it and I was like, that's literally not going to work. And it's been like a week and the floor price is like 0.008 or something like that. It was like shit. And all these smart money and notable buyers were in. Like, all these people were buying. But I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck? That's literally not going to go anywhere. And so I don't know. Maybe I have a sixth sense. I have no idea. I'm just going to keep trusting my gut here. But these are stack toads. I show you the space apes. That's the most bullish project I own right now. I am so bullish on space apes. I really think they're going to do well. They're coming out with their volume 2 collection, which is going to be through the breeding process. And it's gonna be a good time. I'm pretty sure those space apes are gonna do very well. I see blue chip potential there. Oh, I just want to like quickly talk about Megaverse. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Megaverse, I had high hopes for. I thought maybe it would meet expectations and then soar, like just soar. So let's talk about Megaverse just super quick. Just end on Megaverse and Kaiju Kings, and then like maybe one other thing. Megaverse took a big fat L. Like I can't even fucking believe that. That's unreal. I guess I don't know. People got really like butthurt. Maybe they didn't get it, and they just started flooding everything. Everyone started hating on it. I don't particularly care. I didn't even try to get in the raffle. There's so many people, so I don't really have much to say about Megaverse. Kaiju Kings, that shit came out of nowhere, bro. Like I heard about this like yesterday, and apparently it's been getting hyped up for weeks. That's the crazy part, and that's the reason I'm making these videos. Because at first I was like, okay, Jeremy Crypto, Elio Trades, Alex Becker, Nifty, Brett, all these people are making YouTube videos. What could I possibly bring to the table that they're not already bringing? You know? And then I remembered, literally, the NFT space is fucking massive. It's tiny, but it's massive when you're in it, right? There's so much shit happening. There's so many projects launched. You can't ever catch all of them. And so I'm just gonna give my 2 cents. I've got some pretty good 2 cents. If you want to join my Discord, we've called out some actually really good projects, including the Space Ace, which you would be up about $10,000 if you were in that. So I'll leave the description, the link to the Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter, Cade at Cade Bergman with 2 N's at the end. At least follow the people I'm following. You don't have to follow me, but I follow good people. I make good decisions. So yeah, I'll leave those in the description. But anyways, here's Kaiju Kings. Look at this shit, dude. Look how many smart buyers are in here. I don't know. At first I got Megaverse vibes. I thought I was gonna take a big fat L after, but I don't know, man. The Kaiju Kings is cool. Like, I mean, Kaiju, so for people who don't know, Kaiju is Japanese for monster, basically. Like, what's the Japanese monster? Godzilla. So it's basically Godzilla kind of thing. And I'm half Japanese, that's why I know that. But anyways, here's Kaiju Kings. Let's see what the floor is. Probably, oh my god, the floor is 4.4? Wait, are they revealed? Oh, they're already revealed. Wow. Okay, so Kaiju Kings are already revealed. 4.4 ETH price. That is insane. 2,000 owners for 3,000 items. That's ridiculous. Wow. Okay, so if you get your hands on one of these, that's probably a good idea. I doubt it's probably too late. Probably don't get in at this point. It's already at a ridiculous floor. But if it goes through a dip, if it drops to like 1 or 2 Ethereum, that might be an option. I haven't done any research on Kaiju Kings. I just found out about this project, so I'm definitely not telling anyone to do it. But they're top of the market right now. I mean, they're killing it. Impact Theory, I'm just going to rattle off a couple things on the last minute here. Impact Theory Founder's Key, I was really butthurt I didn't get on the whitelist for that. I'm going to still try and get one, at least the 0.1, like the lowest tier NFT. I'm a big fan of Tom and all this shit. But I'm really excited, dude. There's a bunch of fucking things happening with NFTs. I mean, I was blabbering about it a couple months ago too. I mean, obviously I'm not the only person who's talking about it. Gary Vee is the one who got everyone into it. But the more I got into it, I was like, yeah, this is happening. This is happening quick. And everything that people talk, like Elio Trades, all these people, they make more conservative claims because they know if it doesn't happen, they don't want to be like, oh, this is happening tomorrow, because if it doesn't happen tomorrow, then people shit on them. But like, and I think they know this, but things happen about 12 times faster than you think. They're going to be like, okay, this should be out like in a month or 2. It comes out like 2 days later kind of thing, you know? So the NFT place is super fun. If you have if you like have a decent amount of money, or you're good at budgeting money, you actually can play this game. You don't need that. I mean, I'm making like $2,500 to $3,000 a month. That's by no means incredible. I don't have that many bills, so that's where it does help me. But I mean, it's really not that hard to play. Joining my Discord is a great place to start. We have literally the best community ever. It's amazing. There's like 50 of us right now, and I love it. It's a small, tight-knit community. There's like 10 of us who talk every single day, all day. It's amazing. So if you want to hop in there, I'll leave it in the description. Anyways, if you like that video, I don't have much else to talk about. There's a bunch of things that are happening. I'm going to try and make daily videos. That would be crazy if I did that. That would be insane if I did that, actually. But anyways, have a great day. Peace.